Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of the March 24th, 2025 edition of WWE Raw. We started off with John Cena coming to the ring to deliver a promo, which was him calling out the crowd, saying they never appreciate his good ideas, such as the spinner belt, because, it wasn't a great idea. It was a dumb one. How they called it a toy, because, it was obviously marketed to be a toy. And really, it didn't look good on anyone. Even if it looked good on someone like Cena, it just felt off and out of place, especially when it was like upside down. Then we had, Kim saying he's going to beat Wonderboy Ric Flair's record and make 17, which, considering who Ric Flair is, what Ric Flair's been up to, people would probably enjoy that as much as they were chanting Cena sucks and FU chants. Then he said he's going to break wrestling forever by retiring with the championship. And again, people would probably enjoy that. Then Cody Rhodes comes out saying the same things he's really been saying for the last few weeks. Basically stalling this because Cena didn't say anything afterwards. Or really say anything afterwards. Then we had Jimmy and Jey Uso defeating A-Town Down Under in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. This was an okay match, I found, but I did not enjoy it because I have not been enjoying A-Town Down Under versus Jey Uso. And I'm not going to enjoy it just because you throw another Uso in. I'll admit it was an okay match, and it really showed that the Usos are one of the best tag teams. In that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are no slouches in the ring, but I haven't really enjoyed it considering Jey Uso has been feuding with a tag team when he's supposed to be going up against the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Speaking of, Gunther comes in to beat down Jimmy and Jey, beats down Jimmy, but he managed to, the Usos managed to beat him down. And again, I know this is what Gunther promised. He promises that he was going to make Jey Uso suffer till WrestleMania. But it's kind of getting repetitive. We know what's going to happen. Either Gunther's going to post-match beat down and get him in the chokehold, or Uso's going to stand tall with help. It's already happened. It's going to happen again probably, but I didn't enjoy it. Then we had a Judgment Day promo, and not much to say about that. It was a Judgment Day promo. Finn was kind of licking his wounds. Liv Morgan was hyping up Raquel because she won. Liv won her match, so Raquel's gonna win hers. Dominic's still going on about that Penta thing. Then we had an El Grande Americano video package. I think you hear that. That's the sound of Starbucks hiring their lawyers. Because the first time I heard that name, I was wondering why a Starbucks drink was getting into the ring. Well, the video package was witnessed by Adam Pearce, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Lee and Mysterio are like, why you lying? That's Chad Gable. And then Gable comes in with a doctor's note because he's sick. And much to Pierce's disgust and astonishment, it was a legitimate doctor's note. So Gable can't wrestle Dragon Lee. So Gable says, well, why don't you just wrestle the new guy? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge, Then Lyra Valkyria defeated Raquel Rodriguez in 8 minutes and 23 seconds. And it was a good match. It had some fun spots, and I really do enjoy Lyra Valkyria in the ring. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers right now. But on that other spectrum, Raquel Rodriguez is one of my least favorites. So it was a balance of a wrestler I love watching and a wrestler I don't. And it was one of those things where if you really don't like watching a wrestler in the ring, it kind of takes away from the match, even if it's a good one. And it was an okay one, so I didn't really enjoy it. It was a good match, though. I just didn't enjoy it. Then we had a post-match beatdown where Liv and Raquel teamed up to beat down Lyra, only for Bayley to make the save. Then we had Jimmy Uso giving Jay what started off as the world's worst pep talk. Like, I'm talking world's worst, although it kind of, picked up speed and, kind of inspired Jay Uso a little bit, but like, ooh, it started off rough. And then it delved into Jimmy setting up a match with Gunther next week. Then we had Pierce trying to get into the ring to, tell us what's the fallout of Io, Bianca, and Ripley, only to be interrupted by Io Sky, who's interrupted by Bianca Belair, who's interrupted by Rhea Ripley. Well, Pierce finally, screams and shouts and lets it all out that, he's already got a plan and he's not going to let them decide. So he says that there's going to be a rematch between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And the winner next week, and the winner's going to face Bianca at WrestleMania. Then we had a little brawl, which Belair managed to stand tall from. Then we had Dominic Mysterio inviting Penta to Judgment Day because, he can't let that go. He can't drop that just yet. Then we had New Day trying to, secure a match at WrestleMania, only for Pierce to say, no, you haven't earned it. If you want a match for next week, you can have that, but until you want that, don't come to me for anything. Then we had Belair pull up, and, she's whining, kind of. And then Pierce says she's going to be the special referee for next week's match. And she's like, but I don't know how to referee. And Pierce says, well, you better figure it out by next week. I'm glad Pierce has started to, get his roster under control at least a little bit. I was getting really worried for him. Then we had El Grande Americano, the Starbucks luchador, defeat Dragon Lee in 8 minutes and 58 seconds. I actually really enjoyed this match. I did. It was a fun match. Then we had CM Punk promo. It was a good one. But he was just really saying the same things as he's kind of always said, It was just kind of a reiteration. Then we had Logan Paul calling out Styles in a Breaker promo interview for his upcoming match, which he won. Breaker defeated Penta by disqualification in 11 minutes and 24 seconds. The DQ came after Judgment Day beat down Breaker. Now, Dominic handed Penta a chair to beat down Breaker, but Penta refused it and refused to join Judgment Day and beat down Dominic Mysterio, with Finn Balor watching like, I told you so face. Well, they proceeded to beat down Penta, beat down Breaker, and stand kind of tall. And that's how the show ended. Overall, it was kind of a meh one in my opinion. They're kind of, saving for the best stuff for, like, the go-home show in WrestleMania itself, I suppose. So they're, kind of dying down a little. Or at least kind of felt like an off one. I don't know. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. My favorite match was Penta versus Breaker. My least favorite match was Usos versus A-Town Down Under. My favorite segment, or any type of segment, was was actually the El Americano interview, because I found it just funny how Gable was just doubling down that he's not El Grande Americano. Least favorite was, I guess, the it was the kind of Gunther post-match beatdown, I guess. That's my least favorite non-match thing of the show. Because it's basically the same as the other weeks, just Jimmy Uso added to it. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.